Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Children, in the very first class of physics, we have studied what is measurement, what are units, and what are physical quantities, and how to measure area of regular and irregular solids. Today, our topic is measurement of volume. Volume. Every object occupies space. For example, a book, a table, a chair, a bag, and a bottle. However, different things occupy different space. The space occupied by an object is called its volume. The SI unit of volume is cubic meter. We can also measure volume in cubic centimeters, liter, and milliliter. Relationship between meter cube and centimeter cube. 1 meter cube is equals to 10 to the power 6 centimeter cube. The submultiples of volume are cubic decimeter and cubic millimeter. 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 decimeter cube. 1 decimeter cube is equals to 1000 centimeter cube. 1 centimeter cube is equals to 1000 millimeter cube. Milliliter is a submultiple of liter. 1 liter is equals to 1000 milliliter. 1 centimeter cube is equals to 1 milliliter. 1 liter is equals to 1000 centimeter cube. Now next topic is measuring volume of liquids. The volume of liquid is measured using a container of known capacity. The volume or space inside a container is called its capacity. Now we will study about the vessels that we use to measure the volume of liquids. Liquids like oil, milk, water, etc. To measure the volume of liquids, we use measuring cylinders, measuring beakers, burette, oil dealers measure. See these images in here. These devices are available in different sizes such as 50 milliliter, 100 milliliter, 200 milliliter, 250 milliliter and 500 milliliter. These are graduated and the capacity is marked on them. Now measuring cylinder. It is a cylinder generally of area 10 to the power 2 centimeter. It is made up of either glass or plastic. It is 10 centimeter in length with markings graduated in cubic centimeter or milliliter. In order to measure the volume of liquid, we should follow the steps. First step, pour a liquid into a measuring cylinder. You will observe that the upper level of the liquid is slightly curved. It is called meniscus. When the curve formed by the liquid is bulged downwards, it is called lower meniscus. And when the curve formed by a liquid is bulged upward, it is called upper meniscus. In case of water, take reading from the lower meniscus. It is because the curve formed by water is bulged downward. In case of mercury, take reading from the upper meniscus. It is because the curve formed by mercury is bulged upward. This is how we measure the volume of a liquid using measuring cylinder. Next is measuring beaker. We have studied measuring cylinder. Now we will study how we measure volume of liquid in measuring beaker. Measuring beaker is used to measure a fixed volume of a liquid from a large volume. It is available in different quantities like 50 milliliter, 100 milliliter, 200 milliliter, 500 milliliter and 1 liter. Measuring beaker are also made of glass or plastic. Let us understand with an example. Suppose we need up to 500 milliliter of water from the water contained in a water tub. For this, what we do, we take a measuring beaker of capacity 500 milliliter and immerse the beaker well inside the water contained in the tub so that it gets completely filled with water till the maximum, in this case 500 milliliter. Take out the beaker from the tub gently so that no water splashes out. The volume of water in the beaker will be 500 milliliter. This is how we measure volume of liquid using a beaker. Next is measuring volume of regular shapes. Yes, there are two types of solids. First, solid with regular and another one is solid with irregular shape. First, we will discuss how to measure the volume of solid with regular shapes. So, there will be different types of formulas. Suppose if you want to measure the volume of a cube, we use the formula cube of side. Volume of a cube is cube of side. That means side into side into side, or you can say side cube. If you want to find out the volume of a cuboid, you will use the formula length into breadth into height. So, volume of regular solid is measured by their respective formulas. Next is measuring volume of irregular shapes. The volume of irregular solid is measured by displacement method. Each solid takes up space equal to its own volume. When we immerse an irregular solid in a liquid, it displaces some liquid. The volume of the liquid displaced by the solid is equal to the volume of the solid. Let us understand with an example. Take a measuring cylinder with water, suppose up to 50 milliliter, and then submerged stone tied with a thread into the cylinder. Now what you will observe? You will observe that water will rise. Earlier it was 50 milliliter. As we submerge the stone in the water, the level of the water will rise. Suppose its level rise up to 70 milliliter. It means the initial reading of water level is 50 milliliter and final reading of water level is 70 milliliter. So, the volume of solid will be 70 minus 50, which is equals to 20 centimeter cube, or you can say 20 milliliter. This is how we find out the volume of a solid having irregular shapes. Okay, this is it. Our next topic is density, which we'll discuss in next session, inshallah. Till then, read thoroughly all the topics which we have studied.